four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements...
Why, hello there, audience. I didn't see ya. I was just about to play Wizards of Legend, and nothing else. In my never-ending quest to optimize video games, I'll be beating Wizards of Legend with the most mathematically optimal build. Wait, that's it? Beat Wizards of Legend with the best build. Huh. No extra challenge or anything? Wow. In today's episode of Maximization, we'll be exploiting Wizards of Legend's roguelike progression system to its breaking point to find out which build is best. What do you mean without taking damage? Just roll the intro. In the city of Lenova, a competition is being held for wizards across the land to determine who the Wizard of Legend is. What's with that happy music shit? Cut it. That's fucked up. Playing that cheery, happy dance music, la la la, while I'm getting my skull impounded? Did Satan make this game? Looking at you, contingent. That's better. To beat this game, we need to progress through the 6 mini-bosses and 3 main bosses before facing off against Master Sura. As such, I've taken it upon myself to sort through the 1.3 trillion different starting build states to determine which loadout is best. Opening up Excel, the most interesting and entertaining. Wait, 1.3 trillion? There's no way I can cover every single possible combination. Okay. To make things simple, let's only include long-range type arcana to maintain social distance. We can also check out most of the relics relating to armor, HP regen, and minor damage ups. After the sorting process, I noted down some of the more useful relics and still got completely dumpstered. Let's revisit relics here in a bit and talk more about arcanas. The only source of damage we'll be using comes from these holographic Yu-Gi-Oh cards. No, it's not a phase mom. And after testing each element and elemental weakness, factoring the area of coverage with utility, and cross-comparing each of the remaining spells against each other, yeah, Chaos Magic is better in almost every single way. It doesn't get an elemental buff against anything, but still does tons of damage. Comparing spells, Chaos Meteor is faster than its fire counterpart while retaining the same damage. The dash is god tier useful with the ability to hop over small walls, and it gives you iframes on every use. So we'll be using this lineup of spells with slight variance to our standard slot. After gathering my loadout and equipping a damage up relic, I'm back at it, attempt after attempt, trying to get past even the first sub-boss, when I discovered something peculiar. When I was clearing out this floor, I discovered a mask relic on the ground, and when I picked it up, I came to find that it makes us deal double damage. Now, this wasn't in the starting relic pool. What gives, Satan? It turns out there is a gated cursed relic pool that you can only encounter randomly in the trials or via this totally non-suspicious hooded salesman. Which brings us to the real god tier starting relics, one of which being the Token of Doom. This little round knickknack guarantees Nox to appear in every single floor of the Chaos Trials, bringing with him an assortment of trinkets and barbells along with Mexican black tar heroin. Don't ask. Analyzing these cursed relics while my mouth started to taste colors was no easy feat. But I managed to pull through and isolate these 7 god tier cursed relics. Oh, but Phi, I hear you pester. These relics make you take double damage. Oh no, what am I going to do now? Yeah. The best item by far in this pool is Chaotic Comedy, a game-changing item that lets me one-shot everything. It also lets me shamelessly plug my Katana Zero video because of its visual superficial connection. Thank you, MatPat. These items make the game possible to beat even for my arthritis-riddled hands. Okay, back to grinding out runs. With the newly acquired Chaos Token strategy, I get some good RNG with these hyper-defensive items, but accidentally hit spacebar when entering the boss stage, which made me want to end it all in real life too. Several attempts later, I reach... Oh, step on me. I mean, step off me. You and your beautiful spiky hair are going down. After pissing off Flame Empress Waifu stands, I immediately lose the run on the subsequent floor. I really need to find chaotic comedy, but I've done hundreds of runs without it appearing in Nox's store. Like, hello game, it's a 6% chance, where is it? By this point in the meta, I've adopted a strategy similar to Estranged Fathers, by abandoning all of my problems in search of a gallon of cow titty juice.
Why are you running?
But the game keeps tying me down like a proverbial spouse with these mandatory combat scenarios. And once the fight begins, the doors become impassable, invisible stopgaps, just like child support payments to finish off the overarching simile. But what if I told you there was a way out of your child support payments, I mean out of the rooms? To make our getaway from this responsibility, we'll need to understand a common game developer concept. Nope, that's not the image. You're not helping. The concept is triggers. When you enter a room, there's a hidden trigger hitbox that causes the room to lock. If you can avoid this invisible boundary, the room won't start. Using Chaotic Rift, we're able to hop around corners, avoiding this no-no square. Just be careful on your way back, or else they'll jump you. With this new tech, I spent even more time grinding, but never made it to the second boss. The layout of the rooms are chaotic, and I almost always walk the completely wrong way. All of a sudden, a new idea hit me. I'll just use the map relic to see all of the notable rooms, and if Nox doesn't appear, I can just reset. The only problem with this strategy is that the devs didn't implement a fast way of resetting a run, which means every time I want to redo a run, I have to walk this distance over and over again. Man, I really wish there was an easier way to get these cursed relics. Oh hi. How long have you been here? It turns out that once you defeat Sura once, Nox appears in the upper left to sell his wares. So you can guarantee a cursed relic just by cycling between the title screen and main gameplay. This also means the past 3 hours of my life have been completely wasted. Yay. We finally pick up chaotic comedy and in tandem with the map, steamroll our way to the exits of each floor. To show you how nervous I was during this run, here is actual uncut audio from one of my boss fights. After all the hours of gameplay, we finally make it to the end, and I nearly shit myself when enemies started appearing. I haven't seen Sura since the last update, so I had no idea that I was facing off against enemies. I honestly wish I was recording my voice audio because the noises I made were almost inhuman. I defeated these enemy-riddled rooms and made it to the timekeeper who offered me the trade of a lifetime. With a measly 25 gems of hard-earned money, I could reset my whole entire run, going back to the beginning, losing all of my progress. And after a long and thorough deliberation, I decided to snap the man's neck and head inside to face off against the final boss. It was a tough decision. But just before dueling Sura, he reminded me of a very important life lesson, that only 30% of you bastards are subscribed, so if you like the content, feel free to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and suck my dick. Facing off against Sura was nerve-wracking. I've never clicked faster in my life, but uh-oh, there's a phase 2, and my knights are on cooldown. What am I gonna do? And just like that, I emerged victorious. Now all that's left to do is slow walk down the path and take in the scenery. No, hold on. It's not letting me walk. I'll just plug in my controller. Okay, turns out there is no walking feature, so rip my dramatic scene. So we run down and we finally reach the end, greeted by all these familiar faces and hi Frida. We talk to Sura, and what does he reward us for conquering this mind-pounding trial? That's right, a cheap plastic McDonald's token.